The beautiful world of mining never sleeps. So if you're wondering why the US coal industry might be in trouble, curious about the current price of a Caterpillar 993 loader, eager to see the world's first fully autonomous mine, or hungry for the latest on Komatsu's biggest excavator ever, you're in the right place. This is Mining News by Mining Shorts. Amid ongoing uncertainty driven by tariffs, severe weather, and declining market prices, the metallurgical coal industry is taking a hit. Mass layoffs are now being announced across several eastern states, including West Virginia, Pennsylvania, and Kentucky. In under 2 months, hundreds of jobs have been lost in the Mountain State, many of them permanently. Mining companies cite weaker than expected market conditions and broader economic pressures impacting both the industry and individual operations. With export demand weakening, the metallurgical coal downturn is already affecting contractors, rail giant Norfolk Southern among them. The company is now placing coal hoppers into storage as shipments slow, with coal prices down 27% compared to this time last year. According to Bloomberg analysts, coal prices, particularly for metallurgical coal, are projected to continue their downward trend through 2025 and into 2026. This outlook is raising alarm in regions that remain heavily reliant on black gold. Liebherr Australia has officially commissioned a second 9600 excavator for yellow iron fleet at Stanmore Resources' South Walker Creek metallurgical coal mine in Queensland. The new unit arrived in early May, joining its predecessor, which was delivered in September 2024. On the market since 2021 and developed as a replacement to the highly appraised 996, the Liebherr 9600 meets an incredible success in Australia, which now accounts for roughly 75% of all exports of the 600-ton class machine. Bauma, the world's largest trade fair, recorded around 600,000 visitors from more than 200 countries during its run from April 7th to 13th at the Munich Exhibition Center. This attendance figure exceeded pre-show predictions of 550,000 visitors. The giant event started in the 1950s, featured 3,601 exhibitors from 57 nations, and saw notable increases in visitor numbers from Brazil, Portugal, Romania, and China compared to previous years. In 2019, Bauma had broken a record, welcoming a total of 620,000 visitors. While 2025 didn't seem to officially break that record, the figure remained perfectly in line with the upward trend observed the past years. The next edition will be held in early 2028. Nippon Steel completes its $14.9 billion acquisition of U.S. Steel, a transaction 18 months in the making. The deal values U.S. Steel at $55 per share and positions the combined entity as the world's second-largest steelmaker by production capacity. The U.S. government secures an unprecedented so-called golden share. Under the agreement, the White House gains a permanent veto over major decisions, such as plant closures, relocations, job offshoring, and even name changes, and will appoint a board director. U.S. Steel will retain its Pittsburgh headquarters, and the majority of its board and management will be American. Nippon Steel has pledged approximately $11 billion in U.S. investments through 2028 to modernize operations and support jobs. Swedish mining equipment manufacturer Sandvik has secured a significant order from La Cantera de Cerrados Mineros, a prominent underground mining contractor in Mexico. The $39 million deal, finalized in the second quarter of 2025, encompasses 64 pieces of underground mining equipment. This includes 23 loaders, 19 single-boom development jumbos, 16 rock bolters, and additional loaders and jumbos, with deliveries spread over the next 3 years. This partnership highlights a long-standing collaboration between Sandvik and La Cantera, which operates a fleet of 82 Sandvik units across various Mexican states, including Guerrero, Zacatecas, Durango, and Chihuahua. The contractor previously received the 8,000th Sandvik DS-311 rock bolter manufactured at Sandvik's facilities in Mexico. Talking about equipment, New Hope Group has invested approximately $4.3 million in a Caterpillar 993 loader to enhance productivity at its new Ackland coal mine in Australia. The mining wheel loader, a massive machine weighing over 135 tons and measuring 16.5 meters in length, is suited for high-capacity material handling and is well suited for scaling up New Hope's operations. A few days ago, Caterpillar also received the Eventex Gold Award for stand design at the 2025 Eventex Awards, in recognition of its innovative 56,000 square foot exhibit at MineExpo 2024. Selected from among 1,239 entries across 59 countries, Caterpillar stood out with an immersive booth experience that convincingly transported attendees to a real-world mine site. At the world's first smart open-pit mine in Gansu, China, a fleet of 100 autonomous electric cableless mining trucks has officially been launched. The project is said to mark a major leap in both automation and sustainable mining. These 90-ton trucks operate entirely without drivers and rely on 5G advanced networks for real-time communication, enabling precise coordination across the fleet. Each truck is powered by swappable battery packs, supporting round-the-clock operation with zero emissions. On June 24th, Ireland became the 15th coal-free country in Europe, having ended coal power generation at its 915-megawatt Moneypoint coal plant in County Clare. No longer active in the wholesale electricity market, Ireland's Moneypoint is one of many coal plants across Europe that have recently shut down. The UK closed its final coal-fired power stations in September 2024, following in the footsteps of countries like Belgium, which ended coal power generation as early as 2016. Last month, Komatsu Germany Mining Division and SMS Equipment officially handed over the first-ever PC9000 hydraulic mining excavator to Suncor at its Fort Hills oil sands mine in Alberta, marking Komatsu's entry into the 900-ton class hydraulic shovel segment. Long the subject of speculation, the PC9000 was partially revealed a few months ago when SMS Equipment released a video showing the machine, disassembled, being transported from Komatsu's Dusseldorf factory to the Canadian mine site. At this stage, Komatsu hasn't released any official specifications. However, recently unveiled footage from Suncor shows a massive shovel, visibly estimated to weigh around 900 tons, in line with its designation, potentially making it the largest production shovel in the world. Built for 5-pass matching with 980 E-Class haul trucks, the first PC9000 began working in early May with on-site German trainers. Suncor expects a second unit by July this year, with more arriving in 2026 according to Komatsu. The giant machine was designed and engineered through close input from Komatsu, its Canadian distributor SMS Equipment and Suncor, leveraging decades of innovation together. Their collaborations previously brought the PC7000 to life, as well as the 980E truck and AHS solution to Canada. The 900-ton PC9000 features a much larger bucket, longer reach, and higher digging forces compared to previous models in the manufacturer's PC series, meaning if you were impressed with the 7000 at Bauma, you're about to be amazed by the 9000. According to Equipment World, Komatsu plans a worldwide launch of the PC9000 in 2026. Until that broader launch, the Japanese manufacturer will likely be holding back detailed specs to maintain a coordinated rollout and to ensure a big impact when they do publish. More than a decade in the making, a typical timeline for developing a shovel of this scale, the upcoming release of Komatsu's PC9000 is a rare event in the mining world. A really exciting moment for the industry.